So we're here today at HSMAI's Team Up, which is part of HSMAI's Meet Mid-America, and we have some planners who are with us from MaxVantage, and wanted to get your impressions of your experience here and what you gained from having the opportunity to meet one-on-one with hotels and destinations. What do you think was the biggest opportunity you had that you might not have had in another type of setting?
For me, I'm Jeannie Van Hosen with MaxVantage. I'm on the ADP account, and what I really valued time-wise was having each of the vendors come to me personally. The exhibit booth does have, it's a good product to do, but I think you have more of the one-on-one with that, whereas if you're at a booth, you know, there's a group of people, you can kind of miss that. And the vendors felt that way as well. We had a lot of good feedback with that. So we got really good information, a lot of one-on-one attention.
A good use of your time.
Yes, very well. Very valuable.
It was a great opportunity, I think, for the vendors to also learn more about us and what MaxVantage does as a company and learn more about how we operate. So it was that one-on-one time where we learned about their property, but then they also got to learn more about us.
Well, it was very personal. It was. And the products that they offer. A lot of times when you're on the trade room floor, you see their products, but you don't understand how they relate directly to you. When you're sitting one-on-one with them, they can tell you how can their product best benefit you, how can you use it. So that was invaluable.
And then also you don't feel intimidated like you have to stop at everyone's booth. If they're coming to you, you've already made the one-on-one connection with who you want to be with. So it helps out a lot. You don't feel bad if you're walking by someone at a booth because you don't really have anything in common with that particular exhibitor or trader.
And that opportunity ahead of time to review who was going to be here.
Yes.
I thought that was the best part,
yes.
That there were so many to choose from, and then depending on where you're meeting at or which account you were working on, you got to pick and choose which vendors you wanted to meet with.
So you had the opportunity to come to HSMAI's meet yesterday during the first day of the show and hear a keynote presentation and then also have a more intimate opportunity to speak with the speaker for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about that.
It was very applicable to, I think, our profession. Very motivating and inspiring. Sometimes when you go to just a general session of best practice, you don't get that extra oomph or encouragement to keep doing or drive what's, you know, your efficient point within you, or things that you've been going, I really want to do this. And she really drove the point that we each as professionals could do what we wanted to do and shine within that. And I think that's important to remember, that we're individuals, but we can make an impact in our industry.
And what was the focus of the general session and the other session?
It was body language and how you communicate, and pretty much just have confidence and don't back down, but keep going forward and realize you're not going to lose until you're done. So never give up. Keep pushing forward, and if it doesn't go well that first moment or that first time, then reflect on that and go back and get it.
And ask the right questions. She really focused on, don't just settle, that there's always maybe something behind that you're missing. So go to that vendor or salesperson or team member and just say, it appears to me, it seems to me, you know, am I on track? And you may get a whole different element than what you ever thought of initially. So,
and not to just assume. You know, a lot of times in our industry we assume and we really don't know. But she gave us some good, you know, points and guidance on how to just kind of revisit, you know, that client or that customer. Even how to speak with them over the phone if we feel that we're losing them, we're losing a piece of business, how to reel them back in.
Yeah, she was very powerful and very inspiring.
Yeah,
and kind of set the tone
great
for the day.
I love that she brought in her own personal experiences, and I think that really touched a lot of people who can relate to her in that way, and just it kind of just made everyone want to change their life and change the way they do business.
It did, and all of us tend to get comfortable in our roles and not ask the right questions. You assume that you know the right answer, and we don't. And she just drove to the point that
she had me in tears. I was in tears.
I mean, it's clearly been the topic of conversation throughout. Since, you know, her keynote, I mean, everyone has been talking about her and referring to things, and the things that she told us, we now point out at each other, and hey, how should we be standing?
That's where we're all standing like that.
So that combination of the opportunity to get professional development and also have business development opportunities, you think is a good mixture
great
for
combination.
doing this.
Good presentation.
Everything she gave us was both applicable professionally and personally.
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely.
Okay. And so would you recommend HSMAI's Meet and the Team Up opportunity for your colleagues or other planners?
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be
Absolutely.
interested?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good format,
I really
good
enjoyed this
speaker.
year.
Yeah.
I think the people that didn't attend really missed out.
Yes.
Well, that's a great place to end.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.